Good morning and welcome everybody for joining us today. I would like to introduce my panel. I'm Kathy Cronin, and joining me is Karen Downey, Susan Jarboe, and Reverend Linda. And we are so happy that you've taken this time to be here. Let's take a moment to get centered and be able to bring our focus into the present moment. So if it helps to close your eyes to shut the distractions around you, let's take a few deep cleansing breaths as you breathe in the air of spirit. Take in that breath. Know that spirit is filling your body, your mind, your heart, your soul. And as you exhale with a sigh, release any tension you may be holding, any negative thoughts that are pondering you. Just let those go for right now. Be in this present moment. Be here with spirit. And we say with this, we thank you, Father, Mother, God. We know that you are our guiding light, that you are our strength and our wisdom. We call upon you to enlighten us to the wisdom of the good in our hearts and our souls. We open ourselves to that which is around us, and we count our many blessings each and every day. Amen. So the topic I'm bringing today is from the Unity Booklet. It's called Messages We Need to Hear. And this is coming from the writings of Martha Smock. Martha was, for 33 years, was the editor of the Daily Word. And she's written several books. And from that, they put together this Unity Booklet with her writings. And the topic I picked today that she wrote is from Know Your Inner Divinity, and it's the truth about you. And this is what she wrote. I am going to tell you the truth about you. How do I know? I know because I know you. You may say, but you do not really know me. How can you know the truth about me? I know you, dear friend. Even though I may not know you personally, I know you as a child of God. I know you as a living spirit sent forth from God. I know you as God intends for you to be known. Will you listen as I tell you the truth about you? I shall not tell you anything you do not already know. I shall only bring to your remembrance things you may have forgotten. I shall only confirm that which you believe in the depths of your heart. The truth about you is that you have a great capacity for love. God has given you a heart of love, a heart that does not seek its own, a heart that does not reject or condemn, a heart that is ready to understand, ready to forbear, ready to forgive, ready to rejoice. By the very nature of being, you are a loving person. The truth about you is that you are wise. You have understanding. You have intelligence. Your mind is one with the mind of God. All intelligence is within you to draw upon, to use. Your capacities are not limited by what you have or have not learned in the past. Your capacity for wisdom, for knowledge, for enlightenment is as unlimited as God is unlimited. The truth about you is that you have all the supply you need. You are one with the source of all supply. You are one with God. And you live in the midst of a veritable sea of substance. The supply is there. You have but to realize it and to ask in order to call it forth. Supply and demand are equal in spirit. There is no lack in God. There is only abundance, pressed down, shaken together, running over. The truth about you is that you are happy. Happiness is not dependent on circumstances. outer conditions. Happiness is a condition of the heart, and God keeps the spark of happiness, of joy, always burning within you. Even in times of grief or sadness, the joy is there deep within you. It cannot be quenched. You are instinctively a happy person, for this is the way God made you. Yes, I know the truth about you, and I like what I know. For the truth about you is that you are a wonderful person, a living, breathing, healthy, happy, prosperous, wise, loving child of God. And I was so touched by this writing. It just was nice to hear as I read this through and thought this was something great that I would like to bring to my panel to open up and discuss their thoughts about the truth about ourselves. And I found this to reignite that spark, that inner knowing that within me, God is always there and has blessed me with many things. So the truth about myself far exceeds the negative thoughts that I have about me, about my shortcomings and my feelings of inadequacy. If I can call back and say, I am a special child of God. And then the other side of that coin is remembering the truth about others, that when I look at them in the same way and know the truth about them as I want to know the truth about myself, I just feel so much more connected with humanity within my own soul. And I'm open to being the light of God, to let that light and spark shine. I find that I can step back and see this. And it just so often when I see people on the street and think about the hardships that they're going through, especially with so many homeless people, I still remind myself that God is with them. God has a place in their life, and they are children of God. And I too can remember to think about that when I have failed, when I have missed the mark, that I am still the Spirit of God, and I am that soul standing forth. So I want to share and open this up with my panel and ask what their thoughts about the truth about you. So who would like to go next and sharing their thoughts?
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Kathy. That was a great message. And what it sparked inside of me was kind of went along with something I was reading today and kind of a reminder that I have been putting on my Facebook page as often as it comes to mind is the remembrance that I am a spiritual being having a human experience. And that the journey that I have in this lifetime is getting out of my head and my thoughts and that squirrel cage mind and into my heart and that connection with the divine, the spirit, with God. Um, and what's going on the outside, much of the time, if I'm feeling really turbulent, I am really noticing a lot of turbulence in my outer world. And that is the reminder again, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And to take a breath and drop into my heart. Thank you for that reminder.
That was a beautiful reading. And I think when Reverend Linda posts this on YouTube, that I will frequently play just the first part of this discussion so I can hear that over and over again. What I liked about it was the specifics that were given, wisdom and one's heart and joy, because sometimes we think, well, yes, I'm a child of God, but what does that really mean? And you gave us some concrete things to think about. When you applied it to how we perceive other people, I was reminded of something my mother always said, and she belonged to the Unity Church in El Cajon. And I remember her saying to me as I was a girl growing up, Susie, always salute Christ in the other person. And I think that's what you were saying. You know, what is the truth about others? And look for that and speak to that. And I have found that saying of hers to be very useful, particularly in conflict situations where I'm feeling, all angry or upset or frustrated or whatever, remembering that the other person is also a child of God and talk to that part of the person. So thank you so much for this. It was beautiful.
Thank you, Kathy. It amazes me how often we're going back into the wonderful writings of Martha Smock. I really like her level of consciousness and the way she expresses. And Kathy, you did a wonderful job reading that and sharing it with us. What a great reminder that we are always more than we think we are, of the actual power that we have within us and all around us. It's easy, at least for me, to feel very small sometimes and to remember that there is nothing small about any of us, that we are that spark of divinity. I've moved to Tennessee and I'm living in a very small town and I've only been here for a short while. And it surprises me when I run into people who I know, and it happens all the time. And people say, I honked at you, but you didn't see me. Well, I, I didn't. I flat didn't see them. And what a difference it makes to people when you remember their name, when you talk to them. I know personally, if I'm depressed or hopeless or whatever not Christ-like thing I might be feeling, it helps me to remember that this isn't who I am. This is just what I'm feeling right now. And that kind of gives me strength and hope and faith that whatever the situation is, it's just a situation. It is not my reality, and I don't have to own it. Truthfully, our words reach farther than we can imagine. And the impact that we have, not only on the people around us, but the people around them and the people around them, is phenomenal. We can make somebody's day and have them turn around and make somebody's week and have them turn around and help three other people. And we just don't even realize how incredibly far-reaching and powerful we are. Thank you so much for that, Kathy.
Well, I want to thank everyone for sharing their thoughts. And I just was what Reverend Linda just talked about, the ripple effect, is that what we do goes on and has that whole ripple effect that can spread out joy and improve things. And you never know what somebody may be feeling that day. And for what Susan shared about wanting to re-listen to this. This is the nice thing about these tapes, is that you can always come back and hear that message again. So if there's a day that you're just feeling down or just not feeling quite yourself, you want to learn about you and hear that message, come back into this. You're always available for you to listen to. And we appreciate you joining us today. I want to thank my panel for being here. And with this, we have so much that we're so grateful for. And as we all join together, it's our time to say we appreciate you who are our watchers, our viewers. We know that you are taking time out of your day to be here and to be enlightened. And if you liked what you heard, please make comments on it, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber already, we would love to have you be part of our group so that you get these messages on a regular basis and have that notification. And we're always open to having people join us on our panel. We want to hear your thoughts and your words, and it can be a part of something that you want to share. And we thank you so much. It's what keeps us going for being here, knowing that we maybe today enlighten somebody's life, that we spread some joy, and we help them to learn the truth about themselves. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Karen and Susan and Reverend Linda, for being here. And thank you for those who have joined. If you want to be a part of our panel after this closing, and there's a closing message on how you can reach out to the church to join us. So thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.